Okay, today we are going to start with assignment problem. Like we saw transportation problem in our third unit already. So assignment problem is also related to manufacturing unit, or better we say it is like delivering the product or assigning the best job to the best employee in the organization. Okay, so like. Let us take an example of our Amazon delivery only. So we all know for every location there will be separate delivery employees who will be delivering. Like let us take if it is if it is like Langar House, it is one delivery boy. If it is Mehndipatnam, it is one particular delivery office, or the people will be in charge for certain location. So this is how, if there are certain jobs, there are certain products to whom to assign that particular product, so it will be reaching with the lowest cost and also in the shortest time. Yeah, so same way if it is for particular machinery to assign one particular job in manufacturing a product, so which what is the capacity of that machinery and how much it can be able to manufacture with the shortest time and also minimum cost. So it is also if it is like a job, if it is certain project, to which team to assign, with the shortest time as well as minimum cost. So the same, the logic is try to reduce the cost and also try to reduce the time. So that is how assignment problem, our new problem is assignment problem. So assignment itself represents assigning a job to an employee. I hope you all can see the board properly. Any problem, please let me know, interrupt me, and you can ask me.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
It's not clear.
There is variation in the light. Let me Okay, fine. So, yeah, so this is how the best job to be assigned to the best employee or best member in that particular organization to reduce the cost and time. That is the main motto of this particular assignment problem. Okay, so now when we actually see, I shared you an algorithm. We follow for assignment problem, we follow one particular method. Like for transportation problem, we followed Modi method. Yes or no? Similarly, for assignment problem, we follow one particular method. There is only one algorithm which we call it to be as Hungarian method, better instead of calling it as an algorithm, as it is given by Hungary. So it is named after him. We call it to be as Hungarian method. So so certain times they'll give you a matrix and they ask us to solve using Hungarian method. So don't get confused. It is nothing but assignment problem. That is one thing. And as per the algorithm which I shared it to you, yes, we are going to follow those same steps. You all can keep algorithm in front of you if you have copied in your notebook. If not, try to see that particular thing when I'm taking the class. So using that, I can try to connect with the algorithm with our current problem. Okay, girls. So this is our first problem. If I go back and see the first problem, the question is, a computer center has 3 expert programmers. The center wants 3 application programmers to be developed. So if you see here the example, there are 3 programmers and also there are 3 apps to be developed by these 3 programmers. Now we are going to apply who is the best programmer to develop one particular app. So that is what we are going to see. The head of the computer center, after carefully studying the programs to be developed, estimates the computer time in minutes required by the experts for the application programs as follows. So this is the matrix, the complete matrix, this kind of matrix we try to call the original matrix. I try to call it to be as cost matrix, girls. In assignment problem or even in transportation problem, the original matrix we try to call it to be as cost matrix. Okay. Yeah, we call it to be as cost matrix. That is the first thing. And as per our given example, A, B, C are programmers who developed the software. These are programmers and 1, 2, 3 are the apps. So now in order to explain our cost matrix, what it is telling, if person A is developing first app, he is taking 120 minutes. Same app, if B is developing, programmer B is developing, he is taking 100 minutes. If same app 1, if person C is developing, he is taking 80 minutes. So this is how, using this kind of logic, we are having a cost matrix. Now we need to decide who will be developing which app in a shortest time with the minimum cost. That is what we are going to apply our assignment problem. So in our assignment problem, if you see, the first one is our cost matrix. Our first step is, you need to check before you start the assignment problem, you need to check whether our rows are equal to columns. This is our first step. If you go back to algorithm, check number of rows are equal to number of columns. If it is not so, you need to either insert a dummy row or a column. That I'll let you know when such kind of example comes into picture. Okay, so I'll just start properly. So now if you see, our first step is satisfied where our rows are equal to columns. I can proceed with the next process. My next step is, in step 2, we have two sub points. One is, we need to create a row reduced matrix. Girls, listen carefully. We need to create a row reduced matrix. So again, I'm just going to start with the matrix. So what is row reduced matrix? It's very simple. Go row wise. You all remember, rows means horizontal values in a matrix. Columns means vertical values. That first you remember that particular logic, then there won't be any mistake in your problem. So go to the first row, pick the minimum value. Okay, pick the minimum value. For our first row, it is 80. So subtract 80 from all the values in that particular row. Like 120 minus 80, it is 40. Okay, 100 minus 80, 20. 80 minus 80, 0. Same thing repeat. For the second row, the next lowest value, in the second row, the lowest value is 80. So 80 minus 80, 0. 90 minus 80, 10. And 110 minus 80, it is 30. In third row, the smallest value is 110. So 110 minus 0, 110 minus 110, 0. 140 minus 110, 30. And 120 minus 110, it is 10. So this matrix, as I took all the small, from each row, I picked the smallest value and subtracted that particular value from every value in that particular row. So it is called row reduced matrix. Now my next step is column reduced matrix. Okay, so column reduced matrix, again same thing. Write your rows and columns, 1, 2, 3, and A, B, C are the programmers. Okay, so now again same way you need to do column wise as well. Okay girls, column wise. So when you see column wise, what happens? Pick the smallest value, first column, the smallest value is 0. So it remains unchanged. As it is 0, the first column remains unchanged. In the second column, the smallest value is 10. So 20 minus 10, it is 10. 10 minus 10, 0. 30 minus 10, it is 20. In third column, the smallest value is again 0. The values remain unchanged, 0, 30, and 10. So this is step 2. First, we do row reduced matrix. After doing row reduced matrix, from the row reduced matrix, you are also going to do column reduced matrix. Any doubt till here, girls, please let me know. Again, I'll repeat. First, we will check our cost matrix. We will see whether our rows are equal to columns, which is our first step. Yeah. Then after that, our second step is, from the cost matrix, you create row reduced matrix, picking the smallest value in each row and subtract that particular value from every row. Okay. Similarly, you also do column reduced. In same step 2, the second sub step is column reduced matrix. From the row reduced matrix, pick the smallest value from each column and subtract that particular value from that respective column in order to get column reduced matrix. Any doubt in these steps, please let me know.
No, ma'am.
Proceed to the next step. Can I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now the important job. Now if you see my step 3, what did I give you? Step 3, make assignments. Okay, listen carefully girls, make assignments. Now my after row reduced, the column reduced matrix is important for me in order to make assignments. Okay, so what I do again, every time in assignment problem in Hungarian method, first preference is always for a row. then only the column comes. So now I'll just go row wise. I'll check in the first row, I'll check is there a single zero. Yes, yes, there is a single zero. Wherever there is single zero, I'll make an assignment, and in that corresponding column, if there are any zeros, I'll cross them off. Is this first step clear, girls? I'm going row wise. I went to first row. In first row, there is single zero. So I made an assignment. Immediately after making an assignment in that particular row, I'll check the corresponding column. If there are any zeros, I'll cross them. As there are no zeros in this column, no need to change anything. I'll go to second row. There are 2 zeros. Yes, I can't proceed. I'll ignore that particular step. In the second row, there are 2 zeros. I can't proceed this step. Only if it is single zero, I can make an assignment. If there are multiple zeros, I cannot make an assignment. I'll ignore second row. Now I'll go to third row. In third row, again I have single zero. 0, 20 and 10. So because it is single zero, I am making an assignment for that particular zero. In that corresponding column, if there are any zeros, now I have a column, I am just crossing off that. Am I clear, girls? Any doubt in this? You want me to repeat it again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll just erase and I'll write it again better for easy understanding in order to avoid confusion. Now these are zeros. So in order to make assignment, what I do? First, I'll go to first row. In first row, I identified there is a single zero. So wherever there is single zero, I'll just make an assignment. After making an assignment, I'll check the corresponding column wherever I made an assignment. If there is any zero, I'll make a cross. As for the first assignment, in the corresponding column, there are no zeros. So I can proceed to the second row. In second row, there are multiple zeros. Yes, so I cannot make assignment. I'll go to the next row, which is our third row. In third row, there is a single zero. I can make an assignment for that zero. After making an assignment, as we came row wise, immediately check the corresponding column. Check the corresponding column. If there are other zeros, I'll just cross it off. Okay? Okay, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, you need to remember, like in our game, like a Sudoku game, in the corresponding row column, there must be only one assignment. When all assignments are done, I'll explain you. Okay? Like a Sudoku game only, it will be looking like. You all know Sudoku? 9, if it is 1, that 1 will only come once in that particular row or column.
Yes,
the same way, even an assignment will come in the same way in that corresponding row or column. Now, if I get 0 here, it is an assignment for A as well as for 3, like that. Okay. Now, row wise is done. I'll proceed column wise. The same step I need to do column wise. Now, first column, there is an assignment. First column, there is an assignment. Ignore. Second column, do we have single zero? Yes, we have a single zero. So immediately make an assignment. Same thing. Now I came column wise. Go to the corresponding row. If there are any zeros, cross. Already there is a zero which is already crossed. So ignore. Okay, now come to the third row. There is an assignment. So no need to make an assignment. Now we completed row wise, we checked row wise, we made assignments, we checked column wise, we made an assignment. Now when one row wise, column wise step is done, check whether there is a zero, either it must be crossed or it must be assigned. So if you check our matrix now, there are only 4 zeros. All these 4 zeros are either crossed or assigned. Ma'am, column reduced matrix. Column reduced matrix lo third row ardham kaledu. Okay, now I'll get back to your doubt again. Rule number 25. Yeah. So now if you see, when I'm completing this particular step, there are no zeros which are empty. That means which are neither assigned nor crossed. All the zeros are either assigned or crossed. Check that particular thing when your assignments are done. Do we have any uncovered zeros, girls? I hope no. Only the numbers are uncovered. So that means you are done with your assignments. When there is no zero left out, you can come to a conclusion that assignments are done, and you can come to also this conclusion that you need to check your next step. You need to check your next step where your rows are equal to assignments. You have 3 rows and which are also equal to 3 assignments. Yes or no? Do you agree with this particular point? Girls, there are someone who's posting in chat box. Any doubt in this, girls? Now when your complete assignments are done, your rows are equal to your assignments. When your rows are equal to your assignments, it is an optimal solution. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me, Ma, who called me?
Ma'am, is there any particular, like we need to do first rows and we need to do next columns?
Yes, first rows and then columns. That is what, before starting only I told you, always an assignment problem, the priority is for the rows. First we start with row and then column. Again row and then again column.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So as it is basic first problem, the
yes, ma'am.
Solution was easy.
Yes.
The solution came out very easily. But actually we will see when we try it out in a second problem. Okay, then most of your doubts will be clear. So when rows are equal to your assignments, we call it to be as an optimal solution. And I write my solution in this way. I'll go with my positions. That means 1, 2, 3 are apps, girls. Application 1 is assigned to programmer C, and application 2 is assigned to programmer B, and application 3 is assigned to programmer A. You go back to cost matrix. Don't write these values. Go back to cost matrix. 1 and C is taking a time. He is taking time 80 minutes to prepare the app. Programmer C is taking 80 minutes to prepare the app. 2B combination you see. Programmer B is taking 90 minutes, and programmer C is taking 120 minutes. Wait, 110 minutes. Okay, so the total time taken by all the programmers is 280 minutes. In 280 minutes, 3 programmers are able to develop 3 different apps in the shortest span of time. When the time is less, obviously the cost is also less. So this is how you need to write the assignment problem solution. Okay, this is how I assigned. App 1 is assigned to programmer C, app 2 is assigned to programmer B, and app 3 is assigned to programmer A. So that is how I assigned the jobs to 3 different people, 3 different jobs to 3 different people who can do it in the shortest span of time. Am I clear? Any doubt in this particular problem? Please let me know. Girls, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, girls, again, I'll just give a break now because anyhow my network is also not stable. First time, as I'm recording also, it is consuming more memory. Just take a break for 15 minutes and then again I'll continue with the second problem what I shared you yesterday. Okay, after 15 minutes, maybe
yes,
now if you see the time is 9:20, maybe 9:35 I'll join back. Okay, use the same link and join back, girls. I'll take attendance then. Let me just start. Now you can see again, we can see this is the second problem. Department of a company has 5 employees with 5 jobs to be performed. The time in hours that each man takes to perform each job is given in the effectiveness matrix. So that is what is given. The following is the matrix. It is about 5 employees and 5 different jobs. Okay, and the cost matrix is about duration in hours. Okay, how should the jobs be allocated? 1 per employee so as to minimize the total number of manner is obviously to reduce the time how the job must be best assigned is what it is questioning us. So now if you see, when we see this particular question, first step, again you remember our first step is first we need to check whether rows are equal to columns. Yes, our rows are equal to columns. So we can proceed with our next step.
Ma'am, your voice is cutting, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what certain times the network is unstable because it is raining continuously, no? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, first our rows are equal to columns. Then after this, after our rows are equal to columns, our next step is to create row reduced matrix. Yes or no? So first I'll do row reduced matrix. I'm using short forms, girls. R by R represents row reduced matrix. Okay. Can you all see the board? Voice is not audible. Girls, my voice is not audible.
Ma'am, your voice is audible, ma'am, but it is cracking, ma'am.
Okay. How many times I'm adjusting, the board is not proper. Yeah, okay. Now, if you see, now first our step is to prepare a row reduced matrix. So I'm just creating a row reduced matrix. So row reduced matrix, pick small value in the row.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, your voice is muted, ma'am.
So 10 minus 5, pick the smallest value in our row. So the smallest value is 5. So 10 minus 5, 5, 5 minus 5, 0, 13 minus 5, 8, 15 minus 5, 10, 16 minus 5, 11. In the second row, the smallest value is 3. So 0, 6, 15, 10, and 3. In the third row, the smallest value is 2. So 8, 5, 0, 0, and 0. In fourth row, the smallest value is 7. So it is 0, 4, 2, 0, and 5. In the fifth row, the smallest value is 4. So it is 3, 5, 6, 0, and 12 minus 4, it is 8. So with this, we created row reduced matrix. Now we need to also create column reduced matrix. Okay. So column reduced matrix, again the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and A, B, C, D, and E. So when we take this, check the column. First column, there is a 0, so it remains unchanged. 5, 0, 8, 0, 3. In the second row, second column, it is also having 0 as the smallest element. So second column is also unchanged. In the third column also, there is a 0. So it also remains unchanged. 8, 15, 0, 2, 6. Girls, excuse me. Yeah, in the fourth column, it is all, we are also having smallest value as 0, 10, 10, 0, 0, and 0. In fifth column, we have the smallest value is again 0, 11, 3, 0, 5, 8. So certain times the column reduced matrix can also be same as row reduced matrix. It can also happen. So it is not at all a problem. We can continue. So now after this, listen carefully again. We are doing assignments now. I hope you can see this particular part, column reduced matrix clearly. Yeah. So now if you see, go row wise. First preference is always row wise. If go check the first row. If there is a single zero, any row, go row wise, check row by row. If there is a single zero, make an assignment. If there are multiple zeros, ignore and go to the next row or the next column. So when we check the first row, there is a single zero. So make an assignment. Immediately after making an assignment, check the corresponding column. If there are any zeros, make a cross. But as per this particular column, there is no zero. So just ignore it. Now go to the second row. Yes, second row. There is a single zero. I can make an assignment. The corresponding column, there is a zero. I'm crossing it off. Okay, girls, what did I do? I checked the second row. There is a single zero. I made an assignment. Wherever I made assignment, I will check the corresponding column. I'll make sure if there are any zeros, we are just going to cross them off. Now, similarly, check the third row. Third row, we have multiple zeros. So, ignore that particular row. We will come back to it later. Now, fourth row, again, if you see, there are multiple zeros. One zero is crossed and the other zero is empty. But even though I cannot consider, we consider it to be as multiple zeros only. Okay, now come to fifth row. There is a single zero. Make an assignment. Make an assignment and the corresponding column zeros, cross them off. In that corresponding column, there are two zeros. Is this step clear row wise? Any doubt on this, girls? We just completed row wise process. So is this step clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now come to the column wise. Check the column wise. Row wise is done. Now we are going to do column wise. So first column, there is an assignment, ignore. Second column, there is an assignment, just ignore. Third column, there is a single zero. Yes, I can make an assignment to that particular single zero and the corresponding row zeros, we are going to cross them off. Okay, we are going to cross them off. Is it clear to you? Now, fourth row, there is an assignment, ignore. Fifth row, what happened? There is a zero, but it is crossed. Okay, clear, girls? Am I clear? Now, once we completed row wise and column wise step, now check whether there are any zeros which are uncovered. If there are any zeros which are uncovered, I need to redo the step. Again go row wise and again come column wise. But if you see in the current matrix, there are the zeros are either boxed or crossed. So there is no zero which is uncovered. So that means I can see I cannot make further assignments. But if I complete the step, my rows are not equal to assignments. There are 5 rows, but there are only 4 assignments. Hence, I cannot proceed. I cannot conclude it to be optimal. Any doubt till here, girls? Before proceeding to the next step, I just want to wait here and ask you if you have any doubts. Please let me know if you have any doubts. Any doubts, girls? Okay, few of them are asking, repeat the assignment part. I'll again rewrite the matrix and redo the process again so it will be clear because I can't overdo on the current matrix. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, now pay attention. I'm making assignments, girls. Go row wise. First, you check the first row. Yes, when I went row wise, in first row there is a single zero. So wherever there is single zero, I'll just make an assignment and check the corresponding column if there are any zeros. As per this respective corresponding column, there are no zeros, so just ignore it. Now go to the second row. There is a single zero. Make an assignment. Immediately after making an assignment, check the corresponding column. There is a zero. Immediately cross off that zero in that respective column. Okay, now come to the third row. There are 3 zeros. I cannot make an assignment when there are multiple zeros. Fourth row, when I came to fourth row, there are again multiple zeros. 1 zero is crossed, 1 zero is uncovered, but even though because there are multiple zeros, I cannot proceed. Now come to fifth row, there is a single zero. Assign that single zero. Immediately check the corresponding column. If there are other zeros, cross them off. Okay, so this is what the row wise step. When I go back and I do column wise, row wise is done, all 5 rows are done. Now go back to column wise. In column wise, check the first column, there is an assignment. When there is an assignment in a column, I cannot make further assignment, so ignore that first row column, second column. Now come to third column. When we come to third column, there is a single zero in the third column. So make an assignment in the corresponding row. Wherever there are zeros, cross them off. Okay, girls, after making assignment, why we do crossing? Because I can only assign 0. That is one thing. Second thing, for a row or a column combination, there will be only one assignment. There cannot be multiple assignments. So immediately when there is an assignment, I'll cross the other 0 so that I cannot further make an assignment. Okay, now come to fourth column. There is an assignment. Fifth column, there is no 0. Though there is a single 0, it is crossed. I cannot make assignment to the crossed 0. So in this way, when I completed the process of row wise and column wise, there are zeros either boxed or crossed. So there are no zeros which are uncovered. So in this situation, what we do, we conclude that I cannot make further assignments. So, and I'll check my rows are not equal to assignments. So hence it is not optimal. I'll proceed with other step. If you see as per our order, we need to proceed with step 5 as per our algorithm, what I showed you. Okay, still any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, can I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Girls, you just keep the algorithm with you, but I'll just go with my own process. Just listen. Now what I do, I'll go to a row. This is again only row wise. When I'm applying step 5, it is exclusively row wise. Yeah. When I'm applying this step, it is exclusively row wise. I'll pick a row. If you see in our step, wherever there is no in a row, if there is no assignment, mark a tick is what I told you in our step 5, first step. Okay, if you see first row, there is an assignment, ignore. Second row, there is an assignment, ignore. Third row, there is an assignment, ignore. And fourth row, there is no assignment, I'll immediately make a tick. Fourth row, there is no assignment, I'm going to immediately mark that particular fourth row. Fifth row, there is an assignment. Yes, so whichever row, wherever there is no assignment, make a tick. Am I clear with this step? Any doubt? In this particular marked row, wherever zeros are there, wherever we have a 0, tick that particular column. In column 1 we have a 0. In column 4 we have a 0. Yeah, in column 1 I have a 0 in that particular mark. I'm speaking about marked row, girls, from the marked row. In column 1 I have a 0, I made a tick. In column 4 also I have a 0, I made a tick. Again, go back to these marked columns. Now I am going to this first column, whichever I marked. Wherever there is an assigned 0, make a tick. Okay? Am I clear? Again, I'll repeat this step. Again, I am going to fourth column. Wherever there is an assigned 0, I am making a tick. So this is how I'll complete a circle. I will start with row ticking, and again I'll end with ticking a row again. Girls, again I'm repeating the step. I picked the row where there is no assignment. I marked a tick. That is the step 1. From the selected row, from the marked row, I'll check for zeros. Wherever there are crossed zeros, click that respective column, column 1 and, mark that respective column which are column 1 and column 4. Okay, from this marked column, wherever there is an assignment in the marked column, in the first column, row B is having an assignment, so tick that particular row. Okay, and also from the marked column 4, row 5 is having an assignment. So I am ticking that. Is it clear to you all? Any doubt? Please let me know. Some students are waiting in lobby. Okay. Clear? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Am I clear? Now you see.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight line through. Draw a straight line through marked columns and unmarked rows. Now, marked columns, draw a straight line through marked columns and unmarked rows. Am I clear in this representation? Draw a straight line through marked columns and unmarked rows. When this step is done,
Yes, ma'am.
girls, when this step is done, you check the uncovered area. You check the uncovered area. When the step is done, you check the uncovered area. It must not have 0. If there is 0 in your uncovered area, your problem is wrong. Okay? In the uncovered region, you check if there is 0 present. All zeros will be going on in those lines only. If there is a 0 in the uncovered area, your problem is wrong. Girls, you want me to repeat this step again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me 2 minutes again. I'll just read. Okay, girls, now this is our problem. Listen, after assignments and when you come to conclusion of rows are not equal to assignments, what you do, what is your first step? Go to a row where there is no assignment. As per our current matrix, there is only one row without assignment, that is 4th row. So I'm just marking it.
Yes.
Mark a tick to that particular row. Okay, so now from this selected row, check for crossed zeros. From this selected row, check for crossed zeros. So wherever there is a 0, mark that respective column. So it is column 1 and column 4. Is it clear till here? Any doubt in this step? So now after this marked columns, go to column 1, whichever is marked. There are 2 columns which are marked 1 and 4. Go to go to column 1. Okay, from column 1, wherever there is an assignment in column 1, mark that particular row. In column 1, second row is having an assignment. I marked it. In column 4, fifth row is having an assignment. I marked it. Okay, now draw a straight line through marked columns and unmarked row. Marked columns, first column is marked and fourth column is also marked. Unmarked rows, first row is unmarked, third row is unmarked. So after this step, drawing the lines from marked columns and unmarked rows, check the uncovered area. It must not have 0. If it is having a 0, then we made a mistake. Okay, so from this particular uncovered area, pick the smallest value and name that smallest value as K. Okay, from this uncovered area, pick the smallest value and name that smallest value as K. Till here, any doubt? Vasundhara, take attendance.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now after this, I'll just continue with my other step. What to do after this?
Ma'am.
Vasundhara, take attendance.
Ma'am, while we are moving,
Yeah, someone is asking me doubt.
ma'am, Ma'am,
Yeah,
while we
Ifat,
are
tell me.
marking
Louder,
only
Ifat, I can't hear you properly.
column wise, ma'am, column wise while we are marking, you have taken for B now, ma'am. Only for 0 assignment you are taking.
Yeah, sorry, column wise when I'm taking. Wherever there is an assignment, I picked that respective row.
Oh, for why we are not marking for A, ma'am? Only 0.
From column 1, see, column 1 is marked. Why did we, see again I'll repeat, D is a column, fourth column is not having any assignment, so I marked it. From D, column 1 is having 0 and column 4 is having 0. So that is why I marked these two. I can't mark A because it is not coming under, this assignment is not under 1, it is under column 2. Column 2 is not marked. Understood, Ifat? Ifat? Ifat, I can't hear you. Understood? Okay, girls, now you check. There is our value we picked k is equal to 2. Okay, what to be done with k is equal to 2? Where there are two lines, if there is an intersection of this combination of two lines, you need to add k. If it is having a single line, the value remains unchanged. If there is no line, we will be subtracting 2 as per the algorithm. So girls, near A1, it is covered, 5 is covered with two lines. So 5 plus 2, which is 7. 0 and 8 are covered with single line, so they remain unchanged. 10 is covered with two lines, so 10 plus 2, which is 12. 11 is covered with single line, so it remains unchanged. Now come to the next one. 0 is covered with single line, it remains unchanged. 6, 15 are not having any line. So 6 minus 2, subtraction. So 6 minus 2, it is 4. 15 minus 2, it is 13. 10 is covered with single line, it remains unchanged. 3 minus 2, it is 1. Come to third row. 8 is covered with two lines, so 8 plus 2, it is 10. 5 is covered with single line, so no change, 5. 0 is also no change. The next 0 is covered by two lines, so add 2 and 0 will also remain unchanged. Girls, are you getting me how I am writing these values? Yeah, okay. Why did I, one of your friend is asking, why did I draw line for A and C? If you see the step, if you see the algorithm, draw a straight line through marked columns and unmarked rows. Because it is unmarked row, I am just drawing a straight line. That is the algorithm step. Okay, girls. I think I'm clear. Roll number 25, I'm clear with your doubt. Yeah. Girls, again, if I go to row 4, 0 is covered by single line, so it remains unchanged. 4 is not covered by any line, so 4 minus 2, it is 2. 2 minus 2, it is 0. 0 remains unchanged. 5 minus 2, it is 3. 3 remains unchanged. 5 minus 2, 3. 6 minus 2, 4. 0 and 8 minus 2, 6. Any doubt in this new matrix? How did we get it? Girls, again I'm repeating, there is a value k, the smallest value from the uncovered area we picked, which is 2 as k value. So now that k, wherever there are two lines, we will add it. Wherever there is single line, we will neither add nor subtract. Wherever there is no line, we subtract it. So that is how we are forming a new matrix. Understood? Understood? Girls, I'm waiting for your response. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I
Yes,
proceed?
ma'am.
Can I proceed with my other step? Vasundhara, did you take attendance?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, go row wise.
Yes, ma'am. I had.
Yeah. Again, the same process. Go row wise and column wise. Make assignments. Now go to the first row. there is a single zero, make an assignment, check the corresponding column if there are any zeros. There are no zeros. Now come to the second row, there is a single zero, make an assignment, check the corresponding column if there are any zeros, cross them off. Now come to the third row, we have 2 zeros, I cannot make assignment. Fourth row, there are 2 zeros, I cannot make an assignment. Fifth row, there is a single zero, make an assignment, corresponding zeros, cross them off. Okay, fine. And now come to the column wise. First column, there is an assignment, no problem. Second column, there is an assignment, ignored. Third column, there are 2 zeros, I cannot make an assignment. Fourth column, single assignment is done. Fifth column, there is a single zero, make an assignment, and corresponding row zeros, cross them off. Now girls, what happened? Row wise is done, column wise is done. Now check this particular matrix. After doing that process also, there is a zero which is neither crossed nor boxed. So again we need, row wise is done, column wise is done. Again we need to start again row wise in order to make that zero to be assigned. First row assignment is done, I can't do it. Second row assignment is done. Third row assignment is done. Now fourth row, as we are repeating the steps second time, now crossed zeros I can ignore and I can consider this to be as a single zero. I can make an assignment because in that particular row column there is no assignment. I am making that assignment after one step is done. One iteration is done. Row wise, column wise, we did one iteration, girls. After one iteration, what happened? There is a zero which is neither boxed nor crossed. So what we do, we again repeat the iteration again row wise. And I'm coming again row wise, there is a zero. There are crossed zeros also. There are multiple zeros in that particular row, but the 2 zeros are crossed and 1 zero is uncovered. And whichever is uncovered, column wise there is no assignment, row wise there is no assignment. In such scenario, I can make an assignment. Now you can see my rows are equal to assignments, hence optimal. Agreed? Now it is about jobs of 5 employees. Okay, so job A is gone to employee 1, job B is gone to, job A is gone to employee 2, job B is to employee 1, job C is to employee 5,
1,
D is to 3,
5.
and E is to employee 4. And using this, now go back to your cost matrix. Combination of A2, the duration is 5 hours. This is in hours, girls. Combination of B1, the duration is 3 hours. Combination of C5, the duration is 2 hours. And combination of D3, I'm going back to cost matrix, girls. It is 9, and E4, it is 4. So the total duration is 5, 8, 10, 19, 23 hours.
23, yes.
So this will be your assignment problem solution. Without this, your problem is incomplete. Any doubt, girls? Am I clear in this? I'll discuss more problems on this assignment problem. Don't worry. So if you have any doubt, please let me know for this respective problem. Okay. As there is only 4 minutes, I am ending the call. Vasundhara, share me the attendance. In Monday's class, I'll discuss 2 more problems on the same kind of assignment problem. Okay. Okay, girls.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.